shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin'. I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing Pastor Troy. Bread, turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerving.
So with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to... And that's a pick that'll solve a lot of problems out there. He'll fit in nicely.
I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the salmon, the Cayman Islands. Dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this, played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss you later.
Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had.
Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a chef.
What to do here? Build up the interior of your line or get that skill player to add another weapon?
I gotta hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself.
Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at a playmaker type spot? Still a few holes on this roster and not a lot of time left to do anything about it.
I can make it bounce by myself. I can make it bounce by myself.
One thing's for sure in this round, you're going to walk away with a great player no matter which way you go.
Can I get a witness in the darkness? Cause there ain't no love at all to be found. Feeling like a freight train, trying to break chains. Everybody needs somebody, no doubt. Sugar, just step into your sneakers and step behind the speakers. Your heart will keep me beating and make me a believer. Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul right now. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh. I said, roll up, yeah, come get your love. I don't care when we're dancing tonight, just as long as you're there in the break of the light. I said, roll up.
Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Boy, it's finger crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. Yeah, I don't think you needed a crystal ball to see that big coming. That's all about loyalty and familiarity right there.
Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I need some mercy on my soul, come on. Give me what you got, oh, oh, oh.
A bit of a dilemma with this threesome. Which side of the ball do you turn your focus to here?
All right, Larry, thank you. It is indeed time for a draft champions matchup and what is set to be a great draft champions matchup. In the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, and these guys should have a huge impact on the outcome of this game. They're ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Let's roll. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The play clock's running down. Now a play fake here on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Back to the air on second down. And right away, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. On fourth down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. Back deep is Travis Carey. Now Carey. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. To throw on second down is Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd. And it's third down. And that was incomplete, but I don't know how much of that falls on the quarterback. He was pressured.
Brandon, the rush showed up so fast, the quarterback had no chance to get the ball downfield.
The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's third down. Smith. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. On first and 10, Smith. Looking for Floyd, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talked about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Robert Ayers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. To throw under pressure, and they got to him again. Robert Ayers in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Carry on the return. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Again, they run with Sims. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. Throwing on third down, Smith. It's brought in by Floyd. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He's got Floyd out left. It's a gain of 20 that time, and it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
In man coverage, your number one cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon, taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Smith on first down. Incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and it's second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Again, Smith. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And now another one thrown incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the longtime Colt Bob Sanders. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play. When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Smith. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
No, check, Patriot!
They go back to the air here after the INT. Buying time to his left. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Bob Sanders. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run here with Sims. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. Back to Buffalo after this. On 1st and 10, Smith. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
To throw is Smith. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The Steelers insert their nickel defense on 3rd down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Smith now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Here's the Steelers' kick team as they'll boot this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out come the Steelers. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Sims, complete. They'll get 16 yards there, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay. Here we go on 1st and 15. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.